In North Idaho tonight, the city of Sandpoint is looking to make some big changes at tonight's city council meeting, amending an ordinance that's supposed to protect people from discrimination. That meeting is underway right now. KREM 2's Christian Garza went to Sandpoint to talk with city leaders about what's on tonight's agenda.
In the North Idaho city of Sandpoint, big changes are set to be addressed in regards to the city's non-discrimination ordinance, which was established more than 13 years ago. It grants everyone the quote-unquote full benefits of citizenship. The question now becomes, why?
We have the same question.
Amy Midstock, one of the board directors with the Sandpoint Alliance for Equality, says a change of this magnitude can not only affect community members today, but potentially affect the city's future.
We're known among a much broader community as a town that's welcoming to all. By reversing or amending the ordinance, we really run the risk of losing a significant part of what brings vitality and prosperity to our broader community.
The reason behind amending the ordinance now, after 13 years, comes after a lifeguard with the local YMCA told city officials she saw a trans woman changing in the women's locker room back in mid-October.
I think it's a feel-good ordinance.
Sandpoint Mayor Jeremy Grimm says no formal complaint has been filed with the city or the police department for this situation. He clarifies that no complaint has ever been formally filed since the ordinance was established back in 2012.
What my ordinance does, quite simply, is it just reflects state and federal law.
Under current Idaho state law, people must use the bathrooms consistent with their gender at birth at specific locations like schools and other state-run facilities. But in 2020, the Supreme Court ruled that discrimination based on sex also includes gender identity and sexual orientation, meaning people who identify with a certain gender are allowed in these spaces, something Idaho State Senator Jim Woodard tells our reporting partners at the Bonner County Daily Bee will be revisited by the Supreme Court in the coming months. And while the situation that started this conversation had to deal with something that happened in a locker room, Midstock says this ordinance is bigger than that, not just for the LGBTQ+ community, but for everybody.
But it protects also people from housing opportunities or for housing opportunities, employment opportunities, receiving services, using public facilities, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the reductionist idea that it really is just about protecting people in locker rooms is pretty myopic and narrow.
Mayor Grimm argues it isn't the city's place to decide on topics being discussed on a state and federal level.
We're never going to solve this locally. There is a great chasm between beliefs on this issue, and I think it's best settled in the courts.
Christian Garza, KREM 2 News.